Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So just like last year, I'm going to rank each AFL finals teams in terms of how much I want them to win the Premiership. So in 8th place will be the team I want least to win the Premiership, and in 1st place will be the team I want most to win the Premiership. So, as a Hawthorn fan, I think you know who will be in 8th place. The team I want least to win the Premiership are Geelong. Now, I have a lot of respect for Geelong, to be fair. They're our rivals, but I got a lot of respect for them. They're a big club with a good history, and they've got some fantastic players that I enjoy watching. Paddy Dangerfield, admittedly, is one of my favourite players ever. Like, Paddy Dangerfield is one of my favourites. I've been reacting to AFL videos for almost exactly 4 years now. I think it's exactly 4 years, almost. I don't know what the date was, but it was September 2016. So, since then, I've been reacting to thousands of AFL videos on YouTube and watching more beyond that as well. And to this day, Paddy's one of my favourites to watch. He's so good to watch. I could watch him all day. Gary Ablett as well, one of the best to ever do it, maybe the best. Tom Hawkins, I love watching Tom Hawkins play. That game against Port Adelaide this year, he was so good. He was scintillating. Scintillating stuff. Now, I do enjoy watching Geelong sometimes, admittedly. You know, they play some good football. They got some great players that I like, you know. But, as a Hawthorn fan, despite the fact that I respect them, as a Hawthorn fan, I do not want Geelong to win the Premiership. Simple as that, really. So, no disrespect. I just don't want to see them win the Premiership. In 7th place are the Richmond Tigers. Now, according to my comment section, the most supported teams in my comment section are Richmond and Carlton. Might not be true, but based on my comments, it tends to be those two teams that are most supported in my comment section. So I'll probably get some hate for this. Like, I remember when I said in a video like a couple weeks ago, I want to see Richmond lose in week 1 to go through the semis, see how they do. And someone commented, "You hate Richmond." I don't hate Richmond. I just don't want to see them dominate for too long. And I know that's rich. I know that's rich, coming from a Hawthorn fan. The Three Peters. In my defence, my first season watching was 2017, so I didn't experience this three-peat. I'm just saying. I've only experienced failure, okay? And I know what you're also saying. If this was Hawthorn dominating like Richmond, you would not complain. And you're right. I've been exposed. I would not complain if it was Hawthorn, I agree. But I'm a Hawthorn fan. Obviously, I'm going to be biased towards them, but I don't want to see, regardless of the Hawthorn stuff, alright, I don't want to see one team dominate for too long. I don't hate Richmond. I like them. I love watching them play. I like a lot of things about their club. They've got a good fan base, a very loud fan base at the MCG especially. Not the case this year, obviously, because of, you know, what's happening in the world, but still, I like good atmosphere, and Richmond fans create that great atmosphere. I also like a lot of their players. The obvious one is Dusty. I mean, he's Dusty. Do I need to say anything more about him? He's from another world. That's what he is. I love watching revolts. Daniel Rioli is my favourite Richmond player. I love Rioli, and he's a very talented Rioli. Pickett last year in the grand final was fantastic. Sydney Stack, I still remember his mark against Brisbane last year in the final. That was just beautiful. You know, they've got so many. Sydney Stack's barge against Melbourne. There's a lot of great things I remember about Richmond games, alright? I like Richmond. I like watching them play. They're very enjoyable to watch. And I like the kids as well. The kids are fantastic. But I don't want to see one team dominate for too long, alright? I don't hate Richmond, alright, Richmond fans? I don't hate you. I do not hate you. I actually like you. But I don't want to see you dominate for too long. That's all. Yes, if it was Hawthorn, it would be different, okay? But still, alright? Do not dislike, please. I do not hate your team. I promise. I promise I don't hate your team. I only hate Collingwood. And they're not 8th, which is kind of surprising. But you'll see why. Anyway, in 6th place are the West Coast Eagles. Now for this, there's literally no reason apart from the fact that I want to see the other 5 teams win it more. That's literally it. That's the only reason West Coast are this low down, is because I want to see the other 5 teams win it more. There's no other negative reason, honestly. I like West Coast a lot. A lot of their players I enjoy. Nadanui, he's so good. He's so good. Liam Ryan. I'm not going to mention Rioli, but he's not playing this year anyway, so let's just not mention him. But Kennedy as well. There's so many players in the West Coast team that I like. And they got some great colours as well. Right? Some great team colours. But I want to see the other 5 teams win it more. That's all. Just my personal preference. In 5th place is Port Adelaide. This would be a new, fresh winner. They are minor premiers. Then again, the last time minor premier won the Premiership, I think was Hawthorn in the three-peat, 2014. I can't remember. But the minor premier doesn't often win the Premiership enough. Then again, I think Port were minor premiers when they last won the Premiership in 2004. Obviously, they won a lot more in the Sandford, but in terms of the AFL, they've won just the one Premiership in 2004. Ended Brisbane's dominance as well. Could they end Richmond's dominance? I guess it's possible, but we'll see what happens. At the moment, I'm not convinced yet. I think they got a good chance, especially if they beat Geelong in week 1. That would be a massive boost, getting to the preliminary final with another bye round against whoever comes up against them. But if they lose to Geelong, they play either West Coast or Collingwood. It's a tough route if they lose to Geelong, so I think that first game is important. Whether they can do it, I think they can do it. I mean, they're not minor premiership for no reason. I mean, there's a reason why they finished first. But at the moment, I'm not convinced they'll win the flag. But I think they can still do well, at least a prelim. But I do want to see them do it. I know they're only in 5th place, but I do kind of like anyone in the top 6. I wouldn't mind seeing them win it. Why not? But I think it would be good to see Port Adelaide win it. I think that would be an interesting... I guess I want to say new winner, but they have won it already, but it has been 16 years, so I guess you could say new winner. It's going to feel like a new winner if that happens anyway. In 4th place, not a new winner, the Western Bulldogs. One of the reasons I really like this club is because of their 2016 run. It was so impressive. I know I wasn't like watching at the time, but I learnt about their story afterwards. Finishing 7th and managing to go through all those away games to win the Premiership, that is arguably the most impressive Premiership win in this century. And the century's only been really 20 years in, but still, it's 20 years. Name a more impressive Premiership win. I guess you could say Essendon for their dominance, but even Brisbane for their three-peat, but finishing 7th and going all the way like that, that is beyond impressive. That is beyond impressive. No one thought they'd do it from 7th. And yeah, it's mainly because of that, but also because they play some good football, and I enjoy watching them play. And seeing them win it again would be nice. The Bulldogs are a team that everyone likes, really. I mean, I assume some people dislike them, but they're a likeable team. It's like Leicester in the Premier League. People don't really hate them, you know. They're a good club that did some good things. The Bulldogs are a good club, did some good things. They're very likeable. They're one of my favourites after Hawthorn, I guess. I mean, I like Freo the most, I think, after Hawthorn. Then Brisbane, they'll be higher up the list, obviously. I like Melbourne more as well, but the Dogs are a very likeable team, and I would love to see them win it again. That would be really cool if they can win it again. In 4th place, in 3rd place are the St Kilda Saints. Oh yes, I used to not really like them, but they've grown on me quite a lot. The St Kilda Saints, I can relate to them quite a lot as an Arsenal fan, because of us and the Champions League. We've never won it. We've come close to winning it once, and then it didn't happen. In the same way, St Kilda were close to winning the Premiership in 2010, but that bounce happened, and it didn't happen. I can kind of relate to their story. They have won a flag, I think. I think they won just the one flag a long time ago. But obviously, for them, a flag is way overdue. Way overdue. So I would love to see them do it. But unfortunately, I just don't see them standing a chance. I can see them getting to week 2. I can see them beating the Bulldogs. For me, like, the Bulldogs is the best possible team they could have gotten out of the 8. Like, that's the team they're most likely to beat. But if they do beat them, I can't see them getting past whoever they get in week 2. So I want them to win it a lot, but I can't see them doing it. If they prove me wrong, that's great, but I just can't see them getting past week 2. Then again, last year I said the Giants would be out in week 1, and they made the grand final. They got smashed, but maybe the Saints can prove me wrong as well. But I'm glad they made the finals at least, and it'll be good to see them back in the finals. But I'm not sure they can do it, to be honest with you. In 2nd place, the Brisbane Lions. I like them the most out of the teams in the 8, and I want to see them win it. And the grand finals at the Gabba. And even if it wasn't the Gabba, I'd still want to win the most. Like, I really like Brisbane. I love their club. They got a great history, and I love a lot of things about their club. And they got a lot of likeable players. They play good football. I would love to see them win it. That'd be awesome. Even at their own ground as well. Can you imagine them winning the flag at the Gabba? That would be a sight to behold. That would be fantastic. I would love to see the Lions win it. It would be absolutely amazing. It would be beautiful scenes. Can they do it? Possibly, but I think they'll lose to Richmond in week 1. So they'll have to get through the semis. I might be wrong. Maybe they win against Richmond, but I don't think they will. But I think they'll be dangerous in the semis, in the prelim as well. If they can make the grand final at the Gabba, that's going to be huge. Let's see how they do. Let's see how they do. And in first place, the team I want most to win the Premiership is Collingwood.
You serious?
Oh, how the turntables. If you get the reference, you get the reference. But the reason it's Collingwood, right? Usually, Collingwood would be 8th or 7th, alright? I do not like them. They're the team I like the least. I hate them the most out of anyone, alright? So you're probably wondering why I want them to win the Premiership. Well, 2 things. First of all, I made a prediction video at the start of the season. I had a crazy theory about the 2020 and 2021 Premiership winners. And my prediction was, if you want to see the whole theory, you can watch the video. But my prediction was that Richmond would win it next year and Collingwood would beat Richmond in the grand final this year. It probably won't happen, but it is still my prediction. And I put my money where my mouth is, literal money. I put 10, it's only £10. It's still active, but still. It's money. I put money on it. I predicted it. So because of that, I'm going to want Collingwood to win the flag. And I don't like them. So it's kind of painful wanting them to win it. But it's my prediction. I put a bet on it. So Collingwood, go win me some money. Who do you want to win the Premiership? Leave your ranking down below. Or you can just say who do you want to win it the most. Whatever. Just comment whatever you want. And you can comment your complaints that Collingwood are first as well on my list. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.